If you've ever written an Apex trigger that worked perfectly in the sandbox and failed in production, it's almost always the same reason: bulk. This session covers Apex triggers, what they are, when they fire, and how to write them so they don't break at scale. An Apex trigger is code that runs automatically when a record is inserted, updated, deleted, or undelete. Unlike Flow, a trigger runs in code, which means you get the full power of Apex: loops, SOQL, external callouts, complex exception handling. Triggers have context variables. Trigger.new is the list of new records. Trigger.old is the list of old records. Trigger.isInsert, Trigger.isUpdate, Trigger.isDelete. These tell you what operation fired the trigger. Using these correctly is the foundation of every trigger you'll write. The order of execution matters. When a record is saved, Salesforce runs validation rules, Flow automations, Apex triggers, and other processes in a defined order. If you have multiple automations on the same object, understanding this order is critical to debugging unexpected behavior. Bulkification is the single most important concept in Apex trigger development. Salesforce processes up to 200 records per transaction. Your trigger must handle 200 records as efficiently as it handles one. Never query or perform DML inside a loop. That's the rule that gets violated most. The pattern: collect all the IDs you need from Trigger.new. Query outside the loop. Build a map. Process your logic using the map. Perform a single DML operation on the full list. 1 SOQL query. 1 DML. Not one per record. 1 trigger per object. Handler class pattern. Test coverage at 75% minimum for deployment. These aren't optional conventions. They're what keeps your org maintainable when the person who wrote the trigger is no longer on the team. Full session at realsyllabus.com.